Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri 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 Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम 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 जय जय राम ओम राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम श्री 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 राम Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Om Shri Ram, 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 Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Om Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Om Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Om Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Om Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Om
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Rama Om. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Hari Om to everybody. During this Namotsava, we are trying to, are we trying to understand the Nami? Kindly ponder over. Because every time we mention this word, Nami, oh, here it is not good. Let us see how it is. Many times we keep searching outside, peace outside, happiness outside, solutions outside. But in truth, they are all right inside us. Nam Japa is simply telling us to turn around and look within. There is no need to doubt yourself asking, can I do this? Or am I worthy of this? Within everyone, the complete divine energy is present, just in a sleeping state. We all know that butter is hidden inside the milk. But the moment we look at the milk, the butter is not available to our eyes. Only when we continuously churn it with a churning stick, the butter that is quietly sleeping inside slowly gathers and comes out. Of course, it has to be not milk, but it has to be curd. The butter did not come newly from that outside. It was naturally hidden right there inside the milk. In the exact same way, we do not need to newly create love, faith, and divine feelings within ourselves. They are already hidden inside us. Nam Japa we do is exactly like the churning stick. It churns the mind, gathers the peacefully sleeping divine consciousness within, and brings it to the surface. But in whatever we have prepared, every time we will see the word Nami.
वो बॉम्बे का है बॉम्बे विदाउट स्वामी इनका
Vehicle needs fuel. Words need a white background. Nami silently dwells within us. Fuel and whiteness stand for the Nami, the unseen support enabling the body, mind to function. Okay, suppose we are in Namosava, we are hearing this. No, fully charged. What did I say?
Vehicle needs fuel.
This is that. Your attention has been. Vehicle needs fuel. Words need a white background. Nami silently dwells within us. Fuel and whiteness stand for the Nami, the unseen support, enabling the body-mind to function. Nami. Now, when you hear this, you have to be very careful because we are entering into the third experiment in Bombay. Whether the Nami is still objectified. വാശികർത്ത് നാമിയെ വേറെ തന്നെ കാണുറോമ because vehicle needs fuel, words need a white background. Nami silently dwells within us. Fuel and whiteness stand for the Nami, the unseen support enabling the body-mind to function. When we read this or hear this, what happens in us? Okay. In this example, when you hear, what is that wells up in your mind?
Substratum is required for whatever activities take place on it.
I think I am not clear in my question. When we hear this, Nama chanting, either we will be reading it or somebody will be reading it. And we are supposed to chant. What are we supposed to do with this?
Go to our source. Go to our source.
Huh?
We have to go to our own source.
We have to go to our own source. That's a new dimension. This is not there in the example. No. I agree. That is not there in the example. But this example has touched and kindled in you that fuel, without fuel it cannot, so it will not. The whiteness without this, printing will not come. So you are naming this as the source. Yeah. So that means this example indirectly connects you to the source. Anybody else? No, we are. The example ennaanu we are struggling a lot to bring out this example, no? ഓരോന്നിനും example. Clouds hide the sun, mud clouds water, drop me and mine to see the Nami. Clouds and mud stand for ego, which hides the ever-present Nami. One dimension. And we start chanting. Now, how does this help us? Just like this. That also we have to include in our, suppose half a minute or 1 minute. அது என்ன தோணுறது உள்ள நம்ம எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்றதல்ல கேட்கிறேன் நான். Chanting is to mind purification. Now see, probably you may not know the background of this Namotsava. Not merely chanting. We will read out this first. And then the pradakshina starts, chanting starts. For 2 or 3 minutes, we read this. And then Nama chanting. The original idea was that we will be dwelling upon this and trying to spend our reflection or try to reflect on this aspect or that one which leads to something else in us. Say the whiteness. In a printed matter, you don't see the whiteness. You only see the printed matter. But without this whiteness, it will not exist. So whiteness is the Nami. And these are all our thoughts, words and deeds, individuality. Okay? The idea was when you took this example, by this we will be able to, this individuality will try to know the base. Okay? Now, having experimented in 2-3 places, we are yet to convince ourselves. It might be there, might not be there. Just like she now said that it prompts us to go to the source. We want to know whether something takes place like that, because our third experiment will be in Bombay. Fourth experiment will be here. Fifth experiment also will be here. So every time, fifth is in Bangalore and sixth is back here. So we would like to improve, no? Make it as effective as possible. That's why this question came. So what happens to us now? In the example, I'm talking about this example. We are spending a lot of time to prepare this example. Okay? Getting it printed. What did you do?
The voltage increased. Just voltage.
Now keep counting.
Hari Om. Am I making it clear?
Yeah, okay, so that is okay.
It is nice to read, I agree. It is nice to contemplate, okay. But is it leading us to that? Or unknowingly, again, this Nami is also being objectified. I have to realize this Nami. No. It's a tough job. So since you have participated, movie rests on the screen. There will be so many things happening in the movie. Fighting, fire, floods. But nothing happens to the screen, no? This is the example. Nami is the big, and before the film starts, the screen is there. While the film is being shown, it is still there. At the end, when we come out from the theater, it is there. No, so the beginning, middle, and end, it is there. So here he says, Nami is the beginning, middle, and end of all happenings. So Nami stands for the screen. So he is here. Achha, now, does it help us to turn inward? That example is all right. நான் கேட்குற கேள்வி என்னன்னா, நம்ம இந்த எக்ஸாம்பிள் சொல்கிறோம் இல்லையா, இந்த எக்ஸாம்பிள் நம்மளை உள்ள போகிறதுக்கு தூண்டி விடுறதா? அப்படி நினைக்கிறோம் நாங்கள்.
It is not continuously staying. At least it is connecting for some time, then again.
What should be done? Flute needs breath. Then only you can play the flute. It is the breath, you know. Pen needs a writer. By itself, pen cannot write. Breath and writer stand for the Nami, the true source behind all our actions. This will be conveyed, and then the Nama starts. Okay. Since you have not attended, I am telling you this. So now then there will be rounding, then we will be telling this, then the Nama start. The idea was that while chanting, the mind may go here and there. Mind is turbulent. So mind has to dwell on something, contemplate on something. So for that, these might help us. As an example. So now the next stage that we have come across, we have brought out nice examples, wonderful examples. So now we are trying to find out in our third experiment in Chennai, Bombay, whether anything else has to be improved. Just like, in the first one, we only exhibit these words in this thing. And somebody used to recorded voice, recorded voice it comes, and then starting. Okay. Then we knew, no, it is not. So in the next Tiruvannamalai session, we got this translated into Tamil. We got it recorded through a professional recorder. And when we went there, English, we used to read English, okay? And then at the end, we conducted a recap. Many of them were able to go along with it, okay? But at that time also, they did not know the examples before the program. So again, we started thinking about it. Before the Hyderabad session, we sent this to all participants, so that mentally they will be going through this, and when they hear that, that will trigger. And on the day previous to Namosava, we printed and distributed this book also, with a request for them to read as many times as possible. It did not take much time, 1 minute, 2 minutes, that's all. 11 means small book, very small. And then we conducted morning to 11 sessions, then about there were 2.5 hours, 2 hours, recap was there. And they were requested to write their feedback. Everybody was given, just like yesterday, everybody was given. Amazingly, almost all points have been touched. Okay. Today when we were coming for the Satsang, again the thought came, whether in our Bombay experience, we have selected 11. It is going to be translated in Hindi also. Then instead of, it was suggested in Hyderabad that recording may not have effect. So one person has to say that, then only the impact will be there. So that has been dropped. Now we are going to vocally render it. And somebody who is well up in Hindi, they will do it. Somebody who is well up in Indian language, they will do it. Then the Nama starts. We will also have the recap to see how it is working. Because we want to ensure that this is getting refined. So today the thought came, whether are we moving on the right place, whether we get stuck with the example, or is the example leading us to the core. Nami. So when I keep on repeating the word Nami, that might also get objectified, a thing I would learning. Actually, Nami is not an object to be learned. Nami is the very subject. Whether that clue comes to us when we hear this. That was what I thought. But now when she said this, it is something on which that also can be. So one word we have to add. What does it lead to? One word. Because she said it is source. There is no word in source in what we have read. That means it is leading.
But Nami is the source.
Huh?
Nami himself is the source.
But we have not said that. She did not say Nami.
She said it as that.
We want to have it spontaneously how it comes.
This word called source, because we have been associated with it for quite some time and they have been part of Satsang. But the source word may not come to the person who is like, who have this Satsang.
Okay.
So, in a crowd of 300, you might have got the Satsang with 300 people. The rest 200 will not get this source.
Okay, that is right. I agree. Totally agree.
For them, you find something else which they use.
For different people, different words will touch, like fullness or stillness, something.
So now, all these people who come to this kind of Satsang,
So now we have to try this, when we read what happens in our mind. That only will give us the answer. Machines, I will read. Let us try now. Machines run on electricity. Fire cooks food. Nami is the real doer. electricity and fire stand for Nami. Without electricity, nothing works, And food items, we keep everything. But if it is not cooked, so fire needs. That is the one which does the cohesion and make it as a dish. Sambar, idli, dosha, everything, anything. Different types of vegetables. So does it convey, does it lead us? Electricity and fire stand for the Nami, that we say. That is also put, so that we need not search for the Nami outside. Nami is the real doer. Nami, the power that alone performs all actions. But are we, I don't know whether I am putting it right, whether this is helping us to turn towards the Nami. Because Nami is still suppose you take it as an object of worship, finished. The whole purpose is lost. അതല്ല ഞാൻ ചൊല്ലത് മനസ്സിലായില്ലേ ഇലക്ട്രിസിറ്റിയും ഫയറും ഇലക്ട്രിസിറ്റിക്കും ഫയറും அது ரெண்டும் நமக்கு தெரியும் பார்த்தா அப்போ அதாக்கு நாமின்னு சொல்கிறோம் இல்லையா அதாக்கு இது சொல்கிறோம் இப்போ அது இந்த சொல்லுறது உள்ளே இருக்கப்பட்ட நாமியை புரியறதுக்கு நம்மளை ட்ரெயின் பண்ணுறதா
somehow our mind, we are used to having thoughts, so for some reason we are not able to remain, we are not able to have that continuity. You understood, Swamiji? It connects us. After some time, like elastic, Swamiji, we'll come back to the pavilion. Somehow always there's a feeling it is another. I have to reach. That feeling suddenly comes. Oh, I have to reach. You understood, Swamiji?
No.
See, if you are connected, I have to reach will not be there. But always it's no. Somehow that he's another. That feeling comes. Because we are so much used to living with the support of thoughts.
So inside our body, without the soul, it is just a network. There are so many
example is there. Now the purpose is when we read this, it is understandable, verifiable. Easily it will make us know that electricity and fire stand for the Nami. Without electricity, all these things will not work. Okay? Without fire, food cannot be cooked. We are very clear about that example. Whether that example helps us to turn inward, and the Nami is the one whose name we are chanting. So we are going to chant Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. And then by that, we are trying to understand the Nami there, not merely Nama. So the first stage is from the Nama to the Nami, and that Nami to inside. For that, we are trying to get an outside example, because only, as she said, only through thoughts we can convey this, though it is beyond thoughts. And what she said was, why this confusion comes, this electricity and fire we can understand. It has got some, it is understandable. Whereas Nami is nameless and formless. So however much we try, there are some limitations.
inside. We can describe the electricity inside this fan as the soul of God. Electricity inside the fan is like a soul inside your body. Actually, the fan is dead. Without the soul, your body is just
electricity fire ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಇವನು ಬೈಕ್ ರೂಪ ತಿಳಿಯುತ್ತೆ ರೂಪದ ಕೂಡ
அங்கே உட்காந்துடுவோம்.
When we see the vehicle, we don't see the petrol. We don't see the petrol. When we see the vehicle, we only see the vehicle.
அதுதான்.
Right. But she
So,
said
எல்லாமே connect ஆகுது.
that can also we can realize that.
No, connector. Yeah. But ultimate, whether it is leading us, at least whether we have to add anything, any dimension, so that it leads to the Nami. Heater gives warmth. Sweetness pervades sugarcane. Warmth and sweetness stand for the Nami, expressing as love within us. Nami, who is love, dwells in the heart. So when I hear this and start chanting, am I to, does it help me straight away to connect, or do I need something more to connect? That is why we are calling for feedback.
If we connect, the problem is about whether we remain connected. So how do we help people to remain connected?
That would be something we constantly keep doing. The individual effort is required.
Yeah.
Effort and the urge should be there.
அந்த வெட்டியெல்லாம் முக்கியம் சொல்லுங்க. அது வீடுடைய உணர்வுடைய புத்திசக்தியுடைய அதான் இருக்காரு. அதுக்காக அந்த நாம சொல்றோம்னு சொல்லித்தானே நம்ம அதை சொல்லிதானே நம்ம அதெல்லாம் நடந்திருக்காங்க. பிரதர்ஷனம் பண்ணணும். அவன் முடிஞ்சு நமக்கு அது படுறதே மனசுல சொல்றது அதுக்காக தான் பண்றோம்.
எத்தனை கொடுத்தாலும் உழைக்கிறது எந்த வகையிலும் இல்லை சாமி. இல்லையா? வாயில ஊத்தினாங்க.
So somewhere we are getting satisfied with whatever is there.
Connector, that every time when we go through, we also enjoy.
Swamiji, auntie say experience, we can experience it, but we can't say what it
உள்ள போறது.
சாமி நீங்க பண்ணிட்டு சில வீட்டுல உட்கார்ந்தா அவங்களுக்கு தெரியாம அநாயசம் மனசுல ஓடுறது. தெரியாம வரது வாயில.
Okay, I will read again and just in the perspective பாருங்க முடியறதா. Vehicle needs fuel. Words need a white background. Nami silently dwells within us. Fuel and whiteness stand for the Nami, the unseen support, enabling the body, mind to function. I think we should give one pause moment.
Yes, Swamiji.
Straight away instead of starting.
The next sentence.
Please contemplate for a minute. You will say that. Because now to stabilize this, we are chanting Ramna. To stabilize this, we are chanting. So take the essence from the example and associate it with the Nama chanting. Something like that. We'll work it out.
And that point, Swamiji, that the Nami silently dwells within us. Even if that can't word, we can hold on to throughout those 15-20 minutes of Ramna. That also will help. That the Nami dwells within me.
No, as Umashankar said, you and I have been associating with these terms and terminologies for a long time. But Namasava is attended by people who are not frequently there, who have heard that sort, or maybe newcomers. To become useful to them, should we add any dimension? That is what we are talking. To us, all these things will come.
You said before every noun, we are going to read out his example. And as someone said, you have to pause for a minute so that they can. At the same time, you have to tell them that if similar examples wells up in their mind, they can use that example themselves and leave a Nama. And not only for Nama itself, for every Ramna which they do in their personal life. Morning they will spend some half an hour for doing some Ramna, or evening they will do. So start that Ramna with these points. So that they continue.
A question. That is right, because there is a limited people, no? No doubt. Every time when we read that, it is inspiring. Did I cause my birth? Did I arrange all the visible, invisible things needed to live my life? Did I create this body? Do I have a role amid the rest of the co-creation? Who has created everything for me, from rice to vegetables to water? Who has blessed me with the inclination to chant? Did I arrange the basic necessities for the body's survival? Is there a purpose behind all the diversity? Who is behind this amazing, invigorating cup of tea?
Question can be included.
A relevant kind of question can be put at the end of the whole thing. After the whole paragraph.
Because question was very nice, Swami. So I and you don't have to answer the question. The question will take us to the source.
And example,
like Swamiji, Ramana Maharshi had only one question. But it's all who am I only? Ultimately, it is that.
Question.
And the exam could connect our question.
We will try.
A relevant question we can put
We will
at
try.
the end of each
We will try.
For every session, one question can be.
That is okay. One question is okay. It will not take time.
So,
ठीक है. It's a good suggestion.
ஃபீட்பேக் கேட்கணும். பிரதர்ஷன் மணிலாம் முடிஞ்ச கடைசியில கொஞ்சம் டைம் கொடுத்து அவருக்கு ஃபீட்பேக் கேட்கலாம்.
அது தராளே ரைட்டிங்லேயே தரா நல்லா இருக்கு. But this question, turning, she says, it doesn't stay with me. The thoughts are overriding. To get over that, this should come back to us very often. So what else has to be added for that? After the session is over, otherwise again, Nama chanting is a session, Namosava is a session. That is not what is meant by Namosava.
Consistent practice.
தூண்டி விடணுமே. We are moving step by step. Otherwise, why should he prompt us now to ask these questions? அதெல்லாம் இருக்கு, அதெல்லாம் சேரா. Clouds hide the sun, mud clouds the water. Drop me and mine to see the Nami. Clouds and mud stand for the ego, which hides the ever-present Nami. Space remains undivided. Thread holds beats. Nami pervades the universe. Space and thread stand for the Nami, silently pervading, holding all forms together. Flute needs breath. Pen needs a writer. Breath and writer stand for the Nami, the true source behind all our actions. Movie rests on the screen. Screen and ocean stand for the ocean is also the waves rise in the ocean. Screen and ocean stand for the Nami, substratum in which all appears and dissolves. Machines run on electricity. Fire cooks food. Electricity and fire stand for the Nami, the power that alone performs all actions. Heater gives warmth. Sweetness pervades sugarcane. Warmth and sweetness stand for the Nami, expressing as love within us. Gold becomes ornaments. Clay becomes many pots. Gold and clay stand for the Nami, the one substance behind all diversity. Seed grows in fertile soil. Reflection needs clear water. I want to see myself clear water, reflection. Fertile soil and clear water stand for a pure mind, where the Nami shines clearly. Many instruments, one melody. Many bulbs, one light. Melody and light stand for the Nami, expressing uniquely through each one. Child trusts the parent. Passenger trusts the driver. Parent and driver stand for the Nami. Unseen guide we can fully trust. Muscadeer seeks its own fragrance. Rice appears in many forms like idli, dosha, poha. Fragrance and rice stand for the Nami, already present within, though sought outside. Words arise from alphabets, music from notes and silence. Alphabets and silence stand for the Nami, the source from which all arises. Actors depend on the director. Sailors trust the navigator. Director and navigator stand for the Nami, guiding all from behind the screen. Space is ever present. Shadow follows us in light. Space and light stand for the Nami, ever present regardless of our awareness. Appliances run on electricity. Heartbeats sustain life. Electricity and heartbeat stand for the Nami, the inner force behind all functions. A library book is not ours. A hotel room is not owned by us. Book and room stand for the borrowed possessions, reminding us that everything belongs to the Nami. Breath supports all action. Nature nourishes every seed. Breath and nature stand for the Nami, sustaining all, guiding right living. Fog obstructs visibility. Dust blurs clarity. Fog and dust stand for ignorance that hides the Nami from our awareness. Small parts sustain a machine. Simple letters create meaning. Parts and letters stand for the Nami's presence, even in the smallest aspects. No two creations are alike. Each ingredient adds its uniqueness to the dish. Variety stands for the Nami, expressing in diverse and unique ways. Salt, when added, pervades water completely. Gravity acts everywhere. Salt and gravity stand for the Nami, all-pervading and not confined. Sky appears to move with clouds. Mirror reflects changing images. Sky and mirror stand for the Nami, ever unchanged, while thoughts and experiences come and go. Ocean depths remain still beneath waves. Sound rests in space. Depth and space stands for the Nami, the quiet background enabling all activity. Child offers a flower to the mother. Lamp is lit in gratitude of light given. Mother and light stand for the Nami, giver of all, to whom all offering truly belongs. Traveler trusts a compass. Patient trusts a doctor. Compass and doctor stand for the Nami, the unseen wisdom guiding our journey. Flower offered becomes sacred. A river flows toward the ocean. Offering and river stand for surrender to Nami, transforming actions into worship. Lamp illumines the path. Compass gives direction. Again, it stands for the Nami. So this is how, so many. Whether it is helping us to know the Nami. Technically, yes, it helps. But we would like to ensure that whether, just now one suggestion came to add a question, so that they will be not a statement. No, not a statement. It's a good thing. Anything else? And yesterday's experiment, evening also we say that at the end. So first sitting session, did I cause my birth? For this I get an answer. I did not, no? Because I know that. Did I arrange all the visible and invisible things needed to live my life? Mother Nature, no? Silent walk. Third session. Did I create this body? Fourth session. Do I too have a role amid the rest of the co-creation? Lunch. Who has created everything for me, from the rice to vegetables to water? Likita Java. Who has blessed me with the inclination to chant and write? Who has given? Sitting session. Did I arrange the basic necessities for the body's survival? Silent walk again. Is there a purpose behind all the diversity, yet the interdependence and unity among all creation? So we see varieties of trees, flowers, leaves, different types of soil, different types of stones. Suddenly the air, we feel the breeze. Suddenly it gets standstill. So many things. Then silent tea. Who is behind this amazing and invigorating cup of tea? So far we have not applied our mind at all. Is there a reason why everyone is unique? What is the central truth to my existence? That is how we yesterday finished that. And each question will have so many other questions. More specific. For example, did I create this body? Did I design the body? The organs, the mind, the intellect, their functions. Am I the one who carries out the countless processes that keep me alive, like breathing, heartbeat, digestion? Who regulates my needs, sleep, hunger, absorption, elimination, without any effort? What is the power that coordinates the functions of our organs perfectly and assigns each its role? Can this power be remembered, and does chanting help me stay connected with it? What could be my mission on this earth? Now, when you say question, this question directly goes inside. This question it directly goes inside. So how to bring this example ending with a question which directly goes inside? Because all these questions are direct. We are not depending upon anything. What could be my mission on this earth? Am I living and fulfilling it sincerely? Am I merely a beneficiary of all that has been bestowed upon me? If so, what is my attitude towards everyone and everything around me? Do I feel a sense of obligation or an opportunity for joyful seva? Who is its inside that distinguishes the variety of tastes? See? Sweet, spicy, bitter, sour, insipid. This is a question, we don't need anything. Beautiful. Whose efforts are behind the food in front of us? Writing? Who governs the movement of the hand and the formation of letters? Direct, Who determined the value and meaning of each letter? Whose name is being written? When the order of letters changes and meaning shifts, what does this teach us? Am I here by my own choice or guided to the sadhana to recognize the power behind everything? Did I create the laws of nature? Rain, sunlight, seasons. Did they exist before me? Is the food I receive truly my doing? Or is it provided through a larger order? Who decided the right food for each being and the medicinal value in plants, roots, and herbs? Who governs the seasons and appoints bees and butterflies to pollinate and sustain life? Is there one power behind all this? And do I feel a connection to it through Ramana? Even though we have similar organs, is there a purpose behind all human beings different? Who is behind the formation of different trees? Who is behind the formation of different animals and birds? Who is behind the creation of a diverse range of grains, fruits, vegetables? Who is the planner who gave tea this taste and coffee a different taste, Who is the planner who filled sugarcane with sweetness? Who is behind the brilliant idea that combining tea and sugar in specific proportions make a satisfying drink? The first. Why is each person's character and personality made different? Is this uniqueness accidental or is there an intelligence behind it? Why are abilities distributed differently among individuals? If everyone were exactly the same, would life be meaningful? And is comparison really necessary?
Swamiji, this question will be nice only in Mauna. Ramana, I think we can have half an hour Mauna.
You know, the question is related to the point, not these questions.
No, let's not shift. We are having Namosava. And we are chanting is easy possible for everybody may not be able to observe. Wait. So when Nama chanting is done, we are bringing the examples, verifiable examples. We don't have to struggle. Now we have to frame a question based on the example or need not. It should touch and make me to ponder over, contemplate. When I am chanting, let my mind not get stuck with the example. Something that makes me to feel the presence of the Nami through the question. This is the crux. Bhavana session is separate. Ultimately, we have to. Because நம்ம ஆசிரமத்தில் இருக்கிறனால. Did I cause my birth? Did I make my body? What is the central truth? Okay, last one. Did I arrange any of the essential components needed for my life? Did I independently create the comforts I enjoy? Why is creation so diverse? What is the purpose behind this? Why is every life so unique? So this again, when we were reading, that's why we took it. Because we wanted to discuss with you all that this is something going straight. Here, it may not go straight. So that means we should we should have something by which this, it did not strike to us through a question that came here only. So and I think that is better. We can form a question and give an emphasis to that when we read this. I think twice we can repeat that. Because when Papa said side by side with Ramna, concentrated meditation on the indwelling and all-pervading reality. This is what he practiced. So we are also now trying, but for enabling us to do that, we are also now trying through an example so that the mind can conceive the inconceivable, and then the question will lead us to that inconceivable. I think we are reaching somewhere. Anybody can think about it, and tomorrow's satsang we can again continue this. It's a very crucial. Any new idea? We are not going to stop anything. Nama chanting will be there. Examples will be first rendered. Nami is highlighted. Normally when Nama chanting, Nami is not at all remembered. So now Nami is highlighted. Because the purpose of chanting, Papa says, chanting is to remember. Remembrance should lead us to consciousness. And ultimately so that we become one. These are the 3 stages he points out. Chanting, remembrance, God consciousness, becoming one. So now chanting, so to become remembrance, what do I remember? So Nami, I must remember the Nami. And then again I forget. So I should do something to get myself stabilized in it. That is God consciousness. And when God consciousness comes, automatically the me and mine becomes subservient. It does not dominate, and I'm always conscious of his presence. Please think over, and if anything strikes, we will have it tomorrow. Hari Om. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Ram.
Jai
God doesn't want to limit God to anything. In one of his poems, I find him everywhere. Some of you might remember. Everything is God. In Thus Speaks Ramdas, he says, you should see him not only in holy places or in holy persons, but see him everywhere, even in a marketplace. He also adds later that we should be able to tune ourselves with him in school, hospital, factory, office, field, agricultural field, no? As well as in temple, churches and mosques. So all the examples we have drawn, it is from outside. So the purpose is to introduce his all-pervading nature. When we say he stands for Nami, he stands for Nami, he stands for Nami. When we say that, just now we read, so the brightness, no, don't worry, no, hush. You concentrate. You will miss the link when your mind is going. When we say that the screen stands for Nami, it is not limited to the example only. Ultimately, it is also a puja dravya. It is also created by him. Anything and everything. When you say all-pervading, so how to bring this, that also you must think. It should not be lengthy. It should be limited to one word, some thought. It should be limited. Because when he says, I am there in everything, so when we are, it is not for the sake of examples only we have brought the examples. Examples are also he in the absolute sense. Relatively, we can say it is an example. But ultimately, it is also the form of God. Milk is a form of God, butter is a form of God. But to understand this, we say from the milk to butter, butter to milk to curd, curd to butter, butter to... That process, when we do that, it gives us some idea. The milk, only when it is subjected to go through that process, we can see the indwelling reality, the ghee. So the underlying current is, all the examples are also Nami. So when we say it is Nami, that also has to be borne in mind. He will guide us. He is guiding us, no doubt about it. Please think over. Tomorrow let us see more deeply about this. Hari Om. You are not the owner. She will take it.
He is owning all these things.
He is owning it. You can use it. But after the use of it,